So, DreamWorks The Wild Robot, huh? If you haven't seen it yet, you need to. It's on Netflix, and this video will have spoilers. Really, I just want to talk about everything that's lovely about this film, but I'll try to make this a structured video essay about the movie's core themes, of which there are several. From the get-go, this one has a cool concept, which it turns out was based on a book. Futuristic technology meets the wilderness. I wasn't initially expecting the animal characters to speak, but it makes sense within the film's world, and I suppose it would have been a bit awkward if it was just the main protagonist speaking. The wilderness settings are rendered in beautiful detail, and the animal designs are the perfect blend of realistic and stylized. Every story has its tropes, and the wild robot employs some of the best of them. There's found family, misfits coming together, and a robot developing a personality and emotions beyond what she was initially programmed to have. Topics prevalent in the film include acceptance, belonging, self-discovery, camaraderie, loyalty, and perseverance. At its core, the story is about how even if you're lost, literally or metaphorically, you'll always find someone or they'll find you, even if it's not who you expect. This film also depicts serious matters such as death, discrimination, and environmental destruction. Roz, Brightbeak, and Fink each start out being lost and lonely, unsure of themselves and where they belong, but they come to learn that they belong together. Roz initially believes that she must belong with her own kind, but she forms a connection with the wilderness and its inhabitants, which becomes part of who she is. She was programmed to be a certain way and only do certain things, but the choices she makes on her own and with the help of others she trusts define her as an individual. She wants to help others not solely because it's what she was built for, but because her observation of the world around her informs her of what's right and wrong. Every time she finds that her actions have caused harm, including the circumstances which lead her to Brightbeak, she has a sense of responsibility to make up for any damage caused by or because of her. Even when something is not her fault, such as the severe winter storm that threatens the animals, if she can make a difference for the better, she always tries and never gives up. The way the animals of the island all come together is similar to Roz's character development. When Roz puts them all in the same room, they at first attack each other as they are natural predators and prey. Once they come to understand the meaning behind Roz's efforts to rescue them, they realize that their appreciation for her selfless actions is something that they all share, uniting them under a common cause. The animals' instincts may drive them to violence, but Roz knows that they are capable of making the choice to be peaceful, just as Roz was created to help humans but finds that she is just as capable of helping animals. In real life, humans may have certain instincts that could drive us to violence against one another, particularly those who are different from us, but we also have the intelligence to choose not to act on those violent instincts and help one another instead. The Wild Robot also has a good amount of show, don't tell to its narrative, which is implemented quite well. From the start, the existence of advanced androids such as Roz suggests that the movie is set a few decades or so into the future. Humans live in technologically advanced cities, but wildlife preserves such as the islands still exist. Some shots reveal partially submerged modern cities, implying that climate change has taken its toll in certain places, which could also explain why the human settlements are equipped with deployable protective domes. Also, two humpback whales swimming side by side in the San Francisco Bay. Is that a shout out to Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home, I see? Climate change may also be the reason that the winter storm is so bad, described as worse than those of previous years. When Brightbeak and his fellow geese find themselves inside a human city, the way its robots react mirrors the way that the forest animals react to Roz upon first seeing her. Although the humans may be safe and comfortable where they live, their way of life is clearly flawed as it demonstrates a fear of the outside and the unfamiliar. Although it's not directly stated, the audience can infer that when Roz returns to the humans, she becomes something like an ambassador between them and the wilderness. Humans may be keeping away from the wilderness so that one does not harm the other, but Roz is proof that both can coexist peacefully, and she can teach the humans everything she's learned from her experience. She doesn't have to choose between humans and the wilderness, the two sides of her identity, and finds a way to have both. What I'm saying is, The Wild Robot is up there with all of DreamWorks' best. It will make you laugh and cry, delivering the full spectrum of emotion. It's visually stunning and narratively endearing, perfect for all ages. The score and voice acting enhance the visuals and story harmoniously. I understand that a lot of CGI animated movies tend to be hit or miss these days, but there should be no doubt that this one is a hit. It's The Iron Giant meets Ori and the Blind Forest meets WALL-E. If you like any or all of those, The Wild Robot may very well become one of your favorite movies, as it has become one of mine. The film is definitely the kind of thing that DreamWorks should be making more of instead of remaking their older films in live action. Hint, hint. If you've seen The Wild Robot, what do you think of it? What do you believe are its best qualities? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. I've talked about other animation on this channel as well as games and live action media, so be sure to subscribe if you like the kind of videos I make. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.